Hello guys.
Hello.
This is Renee, my beautiful friend slash client for today, who's let me do her makeup live for you. So we're going to get started. I hope you guys are all excited. So we're going to start out. She just washed her face with our cleanser that's for oily skin. She has a little more oily skin. If you guys have questions, comments, things you want me to show you, Renee can kind of like read while I'm doing it a little bit if it's, you know, something that maybe I can switch to. Otherwise, we'll just get started. So the first thing I want to do is recommend for Renee our Mask of Zen to use in conjunction with her cleanser. So the Mask of Zen is a clay mask that actually really helps, like oily clay is really good for oily skin, just to like pull all the dirt. I'll just talk to you, Renee. So this will pull all the dirt and debris out of your pores, detoxify. If you do get breakouts, because sometimes people who are oily are more prone to breakouts, you can actually put it on your breakout and go to bed, and when you wake up, it's gone. It's amazing. So it kind of tightens everything. You want to do that about once a week. And then for moisturizer, we're going to use the Calm Balm. And this is all natural. It's really good for a normal to oily skin. Even if you're not super oily, it's very lightweight. And it smells like essential oils because it's all natural. But this is just going to help give her skin a little bit of moisture. It smells good. But it's not going to feel heavy. And you can use this day and night if you want to, Renee. And then the next step will be to prime. So this is our first base makeup primer. And this is oil-free, which I'm sure you love. So, and it's also silicone-free. So silicone is when it has kind of that plasticky feel. This is going to help the skin to still be able to breathe. But it also has vitamin B6 in it, which is going to plump out lines and pores with hydration. And in time, it actually will correct your lines and pores. So you'll notice not only are you getting good priming with your makeup, but in time, it actually will improve your skin. And then we're going to go with the foundation. And you guys know the foundation comes like this. Okay, this is RCMA formula, but I sell it, it's the Pro brand. And you need literally like the size of an eraser head for your whole face. So I put a pretty decent amount on my hand, and I'm going to use my foundation brush today to just put it on because I want to give it a little more coverage for today just because I want you guys to really be able to see it on the camera. But you'll see, I'm just going to do like half of her face so you can see the difference. This foundation is really good for coverage if you want coverage, but if you don't want it coverage like heavy every day, you can use a beauty blender and wet it and then squeeze out the water and then apply it that way, and you'll get a little more like sheer to medium coverage versus the brush is going to give you a little more medium to full. But it's awesome in pictures. It stays really, really well throughout the day. As you can see, it covers really nicely. I always like to do foundation first and then concealer because I'm going to use less concealer this way. Because I'm only going to put the concealer where I need it. But it's really, really good coverage, and it stays, but you still have like a glow, like skin. So I barely used any. But do you see how glowy her skin looks and natural still? That's just half the face. Hi, guys. Oh, my good friends are on here. All right, so I'm going to try to reach over here. Is that arm in the way? Nah. And I'm going to do the other side. It's really easy to use, and it feels like nothing on your skin. Does it feel heavy?
Not at all.
Doesn't feel like anything, does it? And I'm putting it on a little more heavy just because I want you guys to really see it. Plus, she's got a little special evening planned for tonight, so I want it to stay. All right. Any questions you guys have about the foundation, please post. But I'm not pressing hard. I'm actually pressing very lightly because I want it to just sit on the skin. And this is gorgeous. Whether you're dry, oily, whether you're 25 or 80, it's seriously gorgeous. I mean, I'm just kind of like being a perfectionist because my light is so awesome. I just got a new lighted mirror. I just want to come over here and make sure I get everything. I will do a tutorial soon with you guys on my new light slash mirror. It's a Ricky mirror. I do sell it. It's a Pro makeup lighted mirror. Just want to get all the little cracks and crevices. Okay, so now she's like a flawless palette, right? Is that light too bright? Here. So I can adjust the light on my mirror if you guys want to see. I'm thinking probably right there. Don't you think? What do you think? Yeah? You look so pretty already. My goodness. Okay. So I didn't even use like half of what was on my hand there. Okay, so next will be our concealer. And I chose for her the number 2, like this. And this concealer is extremely full coverage, extremely waterproof. You need a tiny amount. So I'm actually scraping out just literally that much. Can you guys see that? For the whole face, or for the whole under eyes and everything. And I'm just, you know, obviously if it's yours at home, you can just dip right into it. But, you know, because I want to be sanitary, I'm using the back of my hands. So I'm just going to take a small amount of that concealer. I'm going to have you look up at the ceiling. Perfect. I'm going to go on her eyes. And you want to get all the way to the lashes and bring it down. So this is the number 2. If you have like really, really, really intense dark circles, we do have a yellow corrector. And that will help. You could put the yellow corrector on first and then put the one that matches your skin on second. Look at the difference. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? Okay, yeah, look up. And she actually has a little bit of leftover eye makeup kind of smudging under there. And it's still covering that anyway. Any questions, anybody? Nope. Hey, T, my sister's watching. Now I'll be real nervous because my sister's watching. All right, so that's the under eye concealer. And you want to bring it down. You don't want to just have it here. You want to bring it down a little further, especially if you're going a little bit lighter. If you just do the under eyes, that's how you get that like raccoon look, right? Now this concealer also makes an awesome eyeshadow primer, so just close your eyes. We're going to put this on her eyelid too. Even if you don't wear eyeshadows, still you should put something on your eyelids just to give it a little bit of coverage, just because then it kind of evens everything out. I mean, especially if you have like really deep set eyes and really intense darkness, your eyelids are naturally darker and thinner and kind of show veins and stuff, but look at the difference. Uh-oh, my cat just jumped up on the table. Let's hope she doesn't knock it down. All right, so just close, yeah, hold the mirror. If you guys saw how we have this mirror propped up high. Okay, so now we're applying this on the other eyelid. Just a nice thin layer. She doesn't need a ton. I'm going to fix up here because I just touched it. And then anywhere else, if you feel like you need a little extra, you see how little of that I used? I still have a ton left. Anywhere else? Oh my gosh. Sorry, cat alert. At least she's not on this table anymore. Anywhere else you feel like you need a little more coverage, if you have a little redness around the nose. You know, this is why concealer second is best, because you can literally just perfect. And she doesn't really, I mean, her skin is flawless, so you don't really need it anywhere else. But that looks perfect. Okay, so now that everything is all wet and gooey, we're going to set it with the setting powder. And this is translucent. So Renee's going to like this because she is oily, but even if you're dry like me, it doesn't look dry and cakey. It just sets everything and locks it in. Especially if your under eye concealer creases a lot, set it. But you can't just use like a regular loose powder. Sometimes they're too thick of chunks. So you can take actually like a smaller brush, maybe look up at the ceiling. And you've seen like baking under the eyes. I'm just cleaning up your concealer so it doesn't look creasy. And I'm actually going to like heavily put it under the eyes and then just brush it down. That is not going anywhere. But it doesn't show off any, like if she had lines around the eyes, it's not going to make them look more accentuated. Okay, and then same thing on this eye, just with the powder. And that sets it. Now everything is set. It's not moving. Next we're going to go in with bronzer. Now Renee's face shape. Let's see, what's your face shape? I would say it looks a little more square right now. So for her, like with a square, you know, obviously the goal, don't mess up. Thanks, T. My sister's my like biggest critic, but I love her the most. But anyway, so with her more of a square shape, the goal of contouring is oval. You guys have heard me talk about that before. So I always tell people that when in doubt, start with the middle of your ear and go towards the corner of your mouth. Unless you have like a really deep contour naturally, you wouldn't want to maybe accentuate that. But we're just going to go kind of in this area. Oh my goodness, kitty. Hold on, cat alert. Do you want to see her? Here she is. She just wants to be on camera. Okay, she had her 2 seconds. Get out of here, kitty. Okay. Okay, Now, because we want to make it more oval, we're going to do the 4 points. And this is called the Perfect Bronzer. Do you see how I'm doing like the 4 points and it's rounding out, making that more oval? That looks amazing. Now, if you wanted to make your nose look just a little more contoured, then you could go down the sides of the nose. And then you can also go, she's got big, gorgeous lips, but if you have smaller lips, put some right here and it'll make your bottom lip look bigger. You guys see that? It's like a little more pouty. Yep, you're getting some thumbs ups. I'm just going to put a tiny bit, just blend that there. Yeah, that looks amazing. Okay, now, next step is blush. Look what the blush she chose. Does that scare you or what? This is one of the hottest colors for fall, is the red cheek and the red lip. So this is what we're going for. Now, this stuff is extremely pigmented, like boom, right? So I always take my brush, I tap one time, and then I wipe it off. And then you'll go. So that's not so scary. We could actually maybe do a little more. It's a little heavy. I'm just wiping my brush off and going back in there. And we're going a little more dramatic, but you can go softer, and it's easier to add than to take away. It just almost makes your hair look like redder. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's the light.
Wonderful.
But that looks so pretty. And then if you ever feel like you're just too much cheeks, temples, nose, and chin. Okay? I love it. It looks gorgeous. Okay. And then for highlighter, we have this blush, which is our highlighter. And I'm just going to put this a little bit right there. Accentuate those high cheekbones. I'm going to go a little bit down the center. Chin, we'll go a little on that top lip. You can go a little bit above the brows. We don't want to make it too shiny or shimmery because she's oily. So I feel like if I do too much of a highlight, you're going to feel shiny. But it does give a little bit of a glow. And if you're a little more mature and you're afraid to use a heavy highlighter because you're afraid it's going to show some more of your lines and wrinkles, this would be a nice highlighter for you that's not so scary. And that's number 6. If you have any questions about these products that I'm using, just message me. I'll post the link here as well. Okay, now for eyes. So do you notice that that concealer, close your eyes for me, has creased a little bit on her eyelid? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just going to kind of pat it out because I don't want it to grab the eyeshadows unevenly. So I'm using a base color first. And it's kind of like a neutrally soft, because we're doing the red lip, I'm not going to go super dramatically dark with the eyes. I want them to be a little bit softer. I'm just going to soften out that concealer that's a little bit creasy on your lid there. And I'm going to pack it with that soft, light pink, almost cream eyeshadow. Okay. And that is called number 41, Pastel Me About It. Then I'm going to go to my medium brown. So it's like one step a little bit darker. Okay, and this is number 40, Taupe for the Best. And this one I'm going to show you, we're going to use this on her eyebrows too. This is dual purpose. So let's take our little bit of that. I'm tapping it on the hand because these are extremely pigmented. This is the pro stuff. This is not your stuff you got to dig and dig and dig into. I'd rather be a little bit softer and build it. It's easier to go darker than it is to go lighter. So better to start out soft. And I'm just keeping it in that outer. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. You see how soft everything is? Okay, there. Perfect. I love that. Now, if you do want to go a little more dramatic, this is number 8. Brownie Points number 8. This one. So I'm literally going to, actually, let me get a smaller brush. Like that. Okay. And I'm just going to tap, tap, wipe, wipe, tap on my hand. And then I'm going to go just a little bit along the lash line. I don't want it to be, again, too dramatic because we're going to do a red lip. And if you do too much eyes with a red lip, then it looks like too much makeup. So I'm just going to kind of go across the lash line. Let's see how that looks. Let me blend that a little bit more. How you guys doing so far? I love watching tutorials. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing sounds. Thank you, Becky! All right, look up at the ceiling. I'm going to smoke up a little bit of that shadow on the bottom. Instead of harsh eyeliner, I like to use shadow, you guys know. I just think it's softer. That looks beautiful. Look at her eye. Her green eyes are starting to pop out. And look up at the ceiling again. Yep. I'm just going to connect it and smoke up the bottom. Just let me get a teeny bit more. These eyeshadows will last a long time because you don't need much. Pretty. Look up again one more time. I'm just making sure they're even. Okay, pretty. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Let me take a little tiny, I'm coming over here. I feel like it looks different when I look at the both sides. I'm going to go a little bit further in on this side just to make it match just a little bit better. Okay, see, it's easier to start with less and build on more than to put it caked on and be like, oops, now what do I do? Because then you got to take it off. And then we're going to use the Perfect Eyeliner. And it really is the perfect eyeliner. Okay, so just keep your eyes closed. I'm going to go across the top, like where I would actually apply regular eyeliner. And this eyeliner is so easy. I know it scares some people, liquid. We are coming out with pencils in the future, and I'll show you how to use those. But this liquid I like on everybody. You can use it in a couple different ways. But we're just going to use it in the most basic, simple way. Renee. And open. Yep. Gorgeous. She's so pretty. Okay, let me pat that out because I wiped it off with my thumb.
Somebody said what kind? What kind of what?
What kind of eyeliner? This is the Perfect Eyeliner by Limelight. This is the one I sell. I know, Sarah. It's the bomb. If Jenny's on here, she just bought 6 for all her friends. It's like the best. It's 19 bucks. This stuff's not expensive. Thanks, Emily. It's the best eyeliner. Okay, so now I'm going to tightline her. So just close your eyes. I know it's weird. But I'm actually going on the skin in between the lashes. And this is going to completely lift this eye. Okay, look straight into the camera. Do you guys see that that eye is more lifted? I don't know if you can see it from this angle. It literally lifts your eye. And then you don't see skin in between the eyelashes too. And then when you go to do your mascara, it's like you have longer lashes because you have more real estate. It's the best trick ever. Once you start doing it, you'll never not do it. And then you'll notice other people that
we'll be doing this tomorrow.
Yay! Okay, so just close this eye. And I can show you guys, I'll show you, Renee, later how to do it to yourself. It's easier to do to yourself than to let me do. So if I can do it, you can do it. Done. I know, you took a deep breath there. Breathe.
I have watery eyes.
It's not every day you let somebody poke you in the eye, okay? I got it. Okay, so that's it for eyeliner. And then next would be mascara. I'm trying to keep it kind of simple for you guys. The mascara is called the Perfect Mascara. Can I show you guys my new mascara hack that I saw in a tutorial? Okay, so this is the mascara. It comes straight, but if you bend it like this as you're opening it and then pull it out, and then go back in again and go like that, guess what? This part you're not wiping off. So you're getting a ton of product right there. And then when you go to apply it, it's literally like awesome. So if you've never tried it, I know it's weird sometimes, but you can like get right in the edges. It really does help. But I'm not going to use that one directly on her just because of hygiene reasons. You know, we could probably do it actually with this. Let me see. Bend. Go back one more time. Okay, it's a little bit bent. And then look up at the ceiling. I'm going to do your bottom lashes first. And this is called the Perfect Mascara because it seriously doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, doesn't get chunky. It makes your lashes look beautifully long and like defined, not too chunky. Yeah, just close your eyes and put your chin down just a little bit. Perfect, just like that. I like to go down the back of the lashes. Do you feel that I'm going down? And then up. Now, because it's bent like this, if I go this way, there's more product there. But do you see how easy it is when you have your brush just a little bit bent? And this mascara has fibers built in, so the more coats that I do, it's just going to keep adding like extensions to her lashes. And it's only $20. It's not expensive. And it lasts, you know, I mean, most mascaras that I was using that was like $40 a tube would dry up within like 2 weeks. And this one really does go the full 2 to 3 months that a mascara should.
So now, yeah, I've got a question now.
Yeah.
So there are fibers in this. I have tried mascaras before with fibers, and the fibers break off and go in my eye. Does this do that?
No, you won't have that with this. No way. By the way, all Limelight products have a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So if you got something and you weren't 100% satisfied, you would tell me and I wouldn't even ask you why. I mean, I might ask you why. I want to know, but you get your money back. No questions asked. Okay, so then if you do get the little mascara dots anywhere, which I do have a couple because, you know, you mess up sometimes, you take a dry Q-tip. Don't lick it. Don't do anything else to it. Just take a dry Q-tip, look up at the ceiling, and it literally rubs right off. See all those little, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like little black dots all over here. It just flakes right off. And this works with almost any mascara. I don't know if I've ever met a mascara this does not work for. So it just kind of perfects everything. And then close your eyes. But now I've got, so this side looks good. One right there. There's a little dot right here. I'm just going to rub it off. And I'm lightly pressing. And the eyeshadow hasn't moved. It's just taking off that little bit of mascara. Okay. So I told you that her eyeshadow, the number 40 Taupe for the Best. I know it looks light for her. But when you get this wet with the setting spray, which is what I'm about to do, it's perfect for brunettes, for brows, because it's not too dark. Okay, so I'm going to take an eyeliner or an eyebrow brush like this. I like an angled one that has also the spoolie at the other end. And I'm going to actually, this is the 10 Years Younger setting spray. You see that 16-hour wear? I'll tell you what that is in a second. But this setting spray, you can actually spray your brush and dip it into the shadow. Yeah. So her brows look great because we just waxed them yesterday. Didn't you get your brows waxed yesterday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so. Renee is in school with me, so we play. Oh, yeah. She doesn't need it everywhere. I'm just kind of filling in a little bit. And then you can take this spoolie brush and just soften. It just really defines. I know. That looks amazing. And so, again, I'm going to just do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to use that flat, kind of angled edge. I like to follow across the bottom. The top you can kind of fade into. I don't like the super faded Instabrow. I can't stand that. That is like a trend on Instagram. I'm sure you guys are familiar with. I'm not into that. And then just soften. And if it ever does feel like too much, Renee, does that feel like a little bit too much for you brow-wise? No. But if it does for somebody, just take your dirty foundation brush that still has a little foundation on it, and it kind of almost adds highlights to your brow and softens. And usually when I do somebody's makeup, like I'll go back through with concealer and like perfect and highlight below and above the brows, which often you'll see on tutorials. We're not going to do that right now. Okay. Lastly, we got to pop that red lip. Yay! Okay, this is Candy Apple. I have Cherry Pie, which is a more blue red. This is Candy Apple, which is a more of an orange red. I cannot wait to see this on you. This is the kind, it's the enduring lipstick. So these are the kind that stay on for hours. So I hope you like it. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't like it, we can take it off. But you're going to love it. These lips, oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. When I met her, I was like, oh, your lips are amazing. I just like wanted to do her makeup so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, just kind of like look straight ahead and just kind of like, oh, perfect. Oh my gosh. This is the fall look. Oh man, it's so good on you. Okay. Yep. Oh man. Have you ever had this like dramatic of makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Kind
Not
of.
really.
No. Ah! She said, "I want to be like totally glammed up tonight." I was like, "Done." Some people say it tickles when I put their lips on.
It does.
Is it tickling?
I'm trying so hard.
Okay, I'll try to press a little bit harder. I just have to be perfect, so I have to like go really light like that. But I'll try to press harder like this. Does that feel better? Mm-hmm. And then you're like, try not to sneeze. Okay, I'm going to go one more time on the bottom. And I'm going to have you like pat your lips together. I just want one more coat. Okay, kind of. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Okay, we should dim it down. I want to see.
Dim is down.
Oh, that's down. Okay. Yeah, that looks amazing. Okay, so lastly, the last thing you want to do is spray it all. So the 10 Years Younger setting spray that I told you we used with her eyebrows that has the 16-hour time release. The reason it has this 16-hour time release, the reason why it's unique just to Limelight, it's a company called Scandinavia who does make the setting spray for Urban Decay, but this formula is exclusive to Limelight. It actually has time release in it. So once I spray your face, here, we'll spray you. Go ahead and close. Okay, now it's setting your makeup, and then imagine if after like 5 minutes it sets it again. And then maybe after an hour, it's going to set it again. And then after 2 hours, set it again, up to 16 hours. So you literally, if you want this flawless makeup,
so that's coming home with me
all day. I know, it's awesome. It's like once you're using the proper steps, the good foundation, the concealer, the setting powder, the bronzer, the blush, eyeshadows, yes. Eyeliner, mascara, brows, which is the eyeshadow, and then setting spray, you pretty much like have all the basics. And it's very easy to use. It's just once you get everything in your collection lined up, boom, boom, boom. And this whole process I know took us a little longer because I'm talking a lot. But, you know, doing my makeup at home really only takes me like maybe 5 to 10 minutes for like a full face like this. What do you guys think?
So I'm learning.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right. We're going to go now. I hope you have a great day. I'll post the link here. Oh, it looks like somebody pinned already. Let me look. Oh, no. Somebody's tagging. Okay. Pin. I have to figure out how to do this because there's a way to pin. Nope, that's tag. We'll figure out a way to pin I'll just post my link. I'll post my link here to my website. And if you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm available all evening tonight. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye.